6 games of adaptation in him, and
Yeah.
maybe he can take the whole thing.
Well, we were talking about this the other day as well, but yeah, just getting these players like experience, giving them a variety of matches and saying, hey, this is how this character works. Here's how you can try and move. Here's thing that didn't work maybe the first time. That's really like how you get better. Like exposure is a big part of improving.
Yeah.
I think a bracket like this is very good for them. It's a very good learning opportunity. So we're getting 2 players we have not seen so far, Crown and Stream. That's us. Crown and Ikarus are going to be playing on Stream.
Alright. If I had to guess the character that Ikarus plays,
Pit?
That's Pit.
Yeah.
But it really could be anything. You know, Pichu Yoshi doesn't play Pichu or Yoshi. So.
Yeah. I mean, by that same logic, Crown, clearly a DDD main.
Peach has a crown.
I guess Peach also has a crown. She uses it in some attacks. I did not realize until like 4 years into playing Smash that her forward air is her hitting with her crown and not just slapping.
I definitely didn't notice that either. But it makes
just
a lot
looks
of
like
sense.
she's like going like slap, but like yeah, no, she's hitting them with the
hitting you with the metal.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would look at the stream. Alright. Let's see who these people play shortly.
Kiss the crown, yeah. Yeah, this might be an interesting match.
Yeah, this might be one of those 8 buffer type matches. Something that's a big spike. Something you do have to contend with in a net play tournament, but it can be worth it to, be exposed to new players and characters from other regions that. PM's a small game. You're not going to be able to play every matchup in your own region. Necessarily.
I mean, I was thinking about that the other day, that like we talk about like characters like Squirtle that require a lot of knowledge checks for you. And locally in Ontario, we've not had a Squirtle for a while. And we always used to have that conversation when Dirt Boy would come up and play against our players. They were like, oh gosh, this is our first time playing Squirtle in so long. It's time to learn.
Yeah, it's wild. I definitely feel that sometimes, just playing against certain characters that we just have never had really representation of here. It's an interesting part of like the PM meta as it is right now.
Yeah.
Not necessarily knowing every Brutal.
Yeah. Are we have the buffer is being set right now though, right? Because I didn't see it be set yet.
Choose your character.
Alright.
A buffer, yeah.
This is looking a little chunky.
Oh, going to controls? I love it. Oh.
Someone's got to tell this player.
Somebody needs to educate them.
Game controller. Wow, they're really going in there. I haven't seen this screen in so long.
Okay, this is how PM runs, right?
Whoever's the host has to do it, right?
Yes.
Choose your character.
Oh boy. But
I'm just gonna play this out.
Pikachu.
This audio though kind of hits.
The slowed and reverbed PM menu music.
All right, we are getting that fixed. I see it. Where it says minimum buffer. Yeah, okay, good. They got it.
All right. A 10 buffer match.
10 buffer, baby. I was thinking we should start running locals at 10 buffer so we can practice for the Luigi matchup.
Did it crash? What was that? I don't know.
I think-
I assume stream's just still looking at us, but us commentators are watching the Dolphin net play window.
Oh, are they looking at us? See, I keep having to switch between different screens, and I don't even realize. I'm out here rubbing my eyes, just hanging out, being
Don't
like,
forget you're on camera.
nobody's gonna put me on
Take
blast.
your shirt off, eat a sandwich. Alright, this seems a lot smoother. I mean, it's 10 buffer, so. But you know, a smooth 10 buffer is better than a choppy 8 buffer.
Yeah. Oh no, somebody educate Ika.
Alright, Crown is playing Shiek. Ika still doesn't know about the controls.
All right, Ika, when you watch your match
but the
back,
tag is
you can. Well, let's just explain it now. So, Ika, when you watch your match back, you can just hit Y on your controls on that screen, and you can set all these controls there for your tag. You no longer have to go to the control screen. That's old technology.
Choose your character. Pikachu.
It's actually kind of amazing, but kind of the
It's-
only official Smash game where that
Jeez.
works. Where you can-
Official Smash game.
Official. The only Smash game that isn't Rivals of Aether where you could change your controls on the character select screen. Actually, yeah, maybe you
It's
could.
really great technology. I'm so glad that we have it.
It's so nice. That's like one of the first things I show new players to PM. They're
Oh
always
yeah,
so
it's
impressed,
so
'cause
impressive for
Ultimate's
us. And it's
menus
so
are
good.
like slow and gotta go all the way out.
I didn't learn that until my first freshman. Yeah, no, exactly. It's like it's something that it would make some parts of the screen ugly, but I would love if it somehow could tell you, even if you didn't have somebody to show you, like, oh, by the way, you can do this. But the only way you could do it is kind of if you put like some kind of text on screen to show it.
Yeah, I mean,
ALC up top. Yeah, it's so easy to do it. I'm sure somebody has because it's like it takes 2 seconds. But to be honest, I'm thinking about starting to run all of our events on just default build, but with ALC on default. You can't use that for net play unless everybody uses it though.
Yeah.
Which
I
is why
kind of
people
assumed
use
that
stuff
was
like
what
mom
we were
build.
doing yesterday, because every
Sorry?
time I checked, it was already on. But I guess.
Well, because I set it manually yesterday in
Okay,
person,
yeah.
but then some people turned off setups and turned them back on, so it, like. So I think I just want to make it, as reset proof as possible. And every now and
Yeah.
again, someone was like, "Oh, let's play Melee. Let's play Mario Golf Toad's Dual Tour." And I'm like, "All
That's
right,
true.
cool.
That's true.
Time to turn PM on and fix
Gotta
it
make
all."
sure
again."
auto cancels on Mario Golf. Cancel. Alright, we're getting into it. Crown versus Ikarus. And it's Indigo, so Ikarus is playing Pikachu, Crown is playing Shiek.
All right, we are started. Both of them just taking a minute at the beginning. Ooh, Crown going in a bit. Kind of feeling it.
I will say that Ikarus, despite not knowing the control tech, appears to know the peak attack. They're quick attack canceling.
I'm wondering if they just haven't played in a while. Like a lot of players I know have that, or maybe they just haven't learned. And you know what? There's your chance. No
Now you'll
stress
learn.
on it.
What you said.
I love using the back hits of this up air though. I actually really love back hit of Pikachu up air.
Yeah. He's confirmed in the back air. Oh, and zips.
Oh,
for the
you
edge guard.
cheeky! Oh, you
that was very
sick!
cheeky. Alright.
It
down a stock.
get kind of sick though.
Sickers.
Sicker. I will say, I was with you. I was sure it was going to be a pit main. I do feel a little baited by that tag, but maybe that's the point. Maybe they just were trying to shout out that Pikachu and Pit have the same weight, right?
Sure, it's an epic weight reference. Alright, that backer will seal it out. It's even, more or less.
There.
But I'm
Making
curious.
sure to
I
turn
don't know.
ALC on. Yeah, Shad, we can get a fresh, and we can get a build that we want to use. We can run a freshman build, or we can just have.
People have to keep downloading more builds.
I know it's. I mean, if I'm 100% real, I really wish that people as devs would just put it on by default. But enough tournaments have to be doing it for it to actually be in demand.
That bear was optimal coverage because it hit Pikachu and the balloon.
I really like how Cran's been putting out pressure actually, not leaving a lot of gaps, like doing aerials into the F tilts or mixing up grabs sometimes. Got permission from Wombat. I mean, I don't think we really need permission or anything, but it's just that the same kind of issue persists. It's just number of builds that people have to have.
Yeah. I would rather that than making an entire other.
I guess so. I'm sort of the opinion if I was gonna do a custom build, like I'd want it to be like customized in a way that like I guess designed like by a lot of the scene that we interact with.
Really.
I have four builds. Yeah, no, that's exactly it. And like.
Oh no, an SD. They were attempting another cheeky, like up B.
Yeah, we can talk about builds after. I want to focus on what's happening on screen, which is just. Yeah, to be honest, we started being a little bit hesitant of Ika, but like they kind of had a really good time of getting these edge guards. So that was a little surprising to see. The only thing with Ika is that they've kind of sat back for a lot of neutral, and then they just kind of like go in all at once.
I was gonna say it's interesting that both of these players are actually like staying pretty far away from each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you expect the Pikachu to do, rushing down a bit more, but they're sort of both zoning a little bit, kind of staying a little bit back, doing safe pokes like that back air, and then roll away.
Yeah, just kind of waiting. I don't think that. I didn't, I said how much I liked it, but because we went to the control screen, I didn't actually check if Ika was using tilt stick or what they were doing, because they seem like they're not doing a lot of tilts out of run, which is, I think, a really important thing for a lot of characters to get used to doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that could have been a stock for Ikarus. Instead,
you need to use your get-ups, you need to get that invincibility. Alright, find way back.
Okay. If they just grabbed ledge there, that would have been it, but still took the lead there. That was huge. Like, honestly, just playing a little bit earlier there, and it would have been the other way around. It sucks. And now, a huge punish for Crown.
With like, crowns on the color of their choice. Yeah. I will, even though I would love to use my custom skin more, definitely pro default build 99% of the time.
Alright, that was looking kind of... Ikarus was looking kind of scary at the beginning of that set, but Crown really closed that out. Just like by staying in the center of the stage and getting solid.
Yeah, and we did see, remember, Ika lose a stock a little bit, unfortunately, so hopefully if they can keep their stocks together, I think it should be good. Although it looks like we're sitting on the screen for a minute, or okay, no, we're not changing anything. Good stuff, Crown. Yeah, no, that was actually nice.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about where we think we're going, because a low ceiling would be nice, although we did not see a lot of up smash kills from Pikachu. It is traditionally what we think of.
Yeah, I think PS2.
PS2, yeah, that seems like it would be the default choice. Home court advantage.
Long range play they've been enjoying, and then killing off the top earlier with up smash, so we might start seeing those.
I like Crown using these long active aerials, just sort of protecting the space of it.
You can DI out of that in this game, right? I don't think that's true on Pikachu. Just down 30 grabs. Oh, what the hell?
Unfortunately, goes for a bit of a harsh
wild. That looked like Pikachu went through the stage.
Yeah, it looked a little bit funky, but I think he just, like, the way he moved around it.
I know there are ECB glitches with Pikachu. I thought they were maybe fixed. Maybe that just looked weird. It's kind of weird for that moment, but... Anyway, another unfortunate SD.
Yeah, Ika's using a lot of these up Bs to get out of combos and get back down to the ground, but hasn't really been using quacking in order to do it. Kind of use the first action of up B to just reach the ground.
Yeah, I've definitely seen a few quick time cancels. It's probably what they're
we saw them a lot early, but we haven't seen them recently.
Yeah, I think the way that these two are playing, it's going to be really hard for Ikarus to take this back, just because, yeah, like, Pikachu's sort of a volatile character, and, like, the way that he's trying to get these openings, I don't know, it's too much risk for how safe this Shiek is playing. Like, Crown is
I actually think that, like, if Crown keeps playing like this, like, they will be a threat throughout this entire bracket, because, like, a lot of players still will struggle with this sort of bread and butter Shiek play.
Yeah.
And Crown's not interested in taking a lot of risks. Sitting back, long-lasting nairs, doing some needles, and just waiting. Like, I actually think that can take you very far.
Oh, great needle snipe too. Pikachu gets back, but you know, it's the lead. The lead is getting much larger and larger. Crown is only taking like 30%. They're really dominating right now.
It's gonna be very, very hard for Ika, and doesn't get the DI correct, but that should take off the side. No.
And I mean, you can't be too discouraged by this because Ikarus has basically SD'd 3 times now with Pikachu's update.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate.
That's part of the Pikachu life, to be honest. Pikachu is very volatile.
Yeah, it will take you some time to get used to like how you need to move.
Yeah.
In a lot of these situations. Although Ika, some signs of life, finding these nice, strong, back airs.
Oh, okay. That was actually a good angle. I don't know if it was what they were even going for, but they managed to avoid the edge guard. Hey, it's interesting how aerial they're playing, right? Like, you would expect to see Pikachu dash dancing a lot more, but there's a lot of full-ups.
Yeah, and even Shiek, like, you know, she's in the air for a long time, so I usually think that she'd be scared to go up there and put the hitbox
That
there.
actually worked. I covered a lot of places that she got Pikachu out of them, so I think that was a pretty
Yeah,
good
and she couldn't really
team.
get on stage to punish it truly if she even went to ledge, so...
I like that empty hop from Ikarus. Just throwing stuff like that in can mix up, especially if you're trying to get them to pull up you. Doing a little empty hop like that. Seems like a good option that way. I mean, it seems like they're picking up steam, but this is still a huge lead for Ground. Okay. Waiting between these up airs. Try and get probably a bigger hit than you can just get true off the up airs. Oh, that's gonna be rough though.
Yeah, that's gonna be unfortunately extremely difficult.
Whoa. That's
A little bit of a slowdown, but didn't stop him.
This is rough. I mean, fair from center is gonna start killing pretty soon. At that point, this is gonna be very hard.
Oh, okay.
Taking advantage of the leg spike.
Yeah,
Brown.
might as well. You gotta take what you can get.
Get this edge guard.
Brown, that neutral get up or that get up attack a little dangerous, but unfortunately Ika misses the angle again.
Or entire deaths from ugly angles.
Yeah, it's something that you will have to work on if you want to.
Especially that's true. I mean, it's on 10 buffer, right? Like, I would expect.
Oh gosh, I forgot that we were on that buffer.
Hopefully,
The longer
Ikarus
we
has
went,
some better luck ping-wise with his other matches and can show a little more of that cool Pikachu action that we were seeing at the beginning of that first game.
I'm just saying, we're going across 2 countries. East Coast is a very broad statement.
It's true.
Uh,
But yeah, good showing for both players. That was cool. I'm excited to see how they do in the rest of their sets.
all right, so I'm not sure where we're going next. I can see some nice potential matches, but I don't want to call my shots too heavily. But to be honest, I'd be happy to get Pinhead versus Parker at some point because I see that's a match that will be coming up eventually.
Wait,
Uh,
are they in the same pool?
They
yeah,
are.
Zone Theory. I couldn't see Parker's tag because it says Zone Theory in front of it.
Yes. Parker has been opening their eyes a bit to the world of zoning, and you know, I think
That's
they if anything they said to me that they will go too hard on zoning, and then learn how to pull it back, which I think is good.
That it's okay to be too zony for now, because then you learn when it's good, and then you can start reeling back. Like, that's how
I mean, I think that's a big part about playing to learn is just sort of being like, oh, okay, let me try it and learn from it, even if it was wrong. Because when you intentionally are playing a certain way, it's like, oh, okay, well, I did get this opening. When they dashed back, this hit them. When they came in, this hit them. So now I have those tools in my repertoire to say, if I switch to a more zony play style for a little bit, here's how my options will change and differ. And I think sorties and just long range characters in general really exemplify that, because you can go in or you can play a more spacing zoning game, and both can be good in different scenarios.
Yeah, being able to switch paces like that